The phone kept vibrating on the nightstand. Once, twice, then silence. Midnight had already passed. Her birthday candle was still half melted on the table, wax frozen like it had given up waiting. I stared at her last message. Going out with friends. Don't wait up. No location. No calls returned. Just that. I remember thinking, how quiet the apartment sounded without her breathing beside me. Too quiet. Like a room after someone dies, but the body hasn't been found yet. I told myself not to imagine things. That's what trust does. It talks you out of survival instincts. At 2:11 a.m., I checked her location. Disabled. That was when something cold slid into my chest. Not panic, not anger. Recognition. By morning, I was already rehearsing calm, practicing the face of a man who didn't know his life was being rearranged without his consent. She came back at 8:34 a.m., smelling like hotel soap and unfamiliar cologne, sunburned shoulders. No guilt in her eyes. She dropped her heels by the door like nothing had happened. "Where were you?" I asked softly. She rolled her eyes, exhausted, annoyed. "I'm an adult," she said. "I don't need to report my whereabouts to you." I nodded. Fair enough. That single sentence surprised her more than anger ever could. Because people expect storms. They don't prepare for silence. Inside, something had already started counting backwards. I didn't accuse her, didn't argue, didn't ask follow-ups. I watched her phone face down on the counter, watched her smile return too quickly, watched how she avoided my eyes like she was afraid I'd see something reflecting back. That night while she slept, I scrolled. Not through her phone, through the people around her. Her closest friend had always been careless, loud online, addicted to validation. It took me less than 5 minutes. There it was, an Instagram story posted 12 hours earlier. A balcony view, blue water, palm trees swaying in curated perfection. A 5-star resort, champagne glasses clinking, laughter. Men's voices in the background, too close, too comfortable. Then the detail that made my pulse finally slow. A tag. Her tag. She must have missed it in the dark, or assumed I wouldn't check, or believed the lie had already worked. I didn't screenshot it. I watched it again, and again. Each time, something detached inside me, like a rope being cleanly cut instead of frayed. I spent the next 2 days playing my role perfectly. Affectionate enough to seem normal, distant enough to observe. I noticed the way she flinched when her phone buzzed, how she laughed louder than usual, how she over-explained small things. Guilt leaks, it always does. I booked a dinner reservation for us. Her favorite place, candlelight, soft music, a setting built for apologies she would never give. She thought it meant forgiveness. It meant timing. Halfway through the meal, she reached for my hand. "You've been quiet," she said. I smiled. "Just thinking." I paid the bill early, drove us home in silence. In the apartment, I poured 2 glasses of wine, sat across from her, calm, steady. Then I unlocked my phone and slid it across the table. "By the way," I said, voice even, "your friend should really be more careful with her stories." Her smile froze. She picked up the phone, watched. Color drained from her face in stages. Confusion, panic, realization. Then the tag appeared. Her name. Clickable, permanent. She looked up at me like a trapped animal. "I can explain." "I'm sure you can," I said. "But you don't need to report your whereabouts to me." Her mouth opened, closed. Words failed her. "I didn't go looking," I continued. "You were advertised." She started crying. Loud, messy. The kind meant to rewrite reality. I didn't touch her. Didn't raise my voice. I just stood up and took my jacket. "Where are you going?" she asked, desperate now. "Somewhere honest," I replied. At the door, I paused. "For what it's worth," I said. "You were right." She looked hopeful for half a second. "You are an adult." Then I added, "And adults live with consequences." I left the ring on the table, blocked her number before the elevator reached the lobby. Weeks later, I heard she tried to spin the story, claimed I was controlling, emotionally distant, that she needed space. People always need space when the truth gets too close. I didn't correct her. I didn't need to. because I wasn't angry anymore. I wasn't hurt. I was empty in the cleanest way possible. And sometimes, that's what winning actually feels like.